big dog, we just gonna roll with this, right? So first thing first, what did I say? I don't even know if I talk about this. Giving up, right? You don't give up, right? It kind of cringy when you say it, and because like of course everyone knows like, oh, don't give up, don't give up. But I think another thing I want to add to it is, you know, an obvious answer. You know, like there's an obvious answer that you know. I don't even know, dog. I wish that this camera could just stay still, boy. Or whatever, fuck it. Right? Basically, I'm trying to get through with electrical apprentice, right? Yeah, when they say getting in is the hardest part, they are not lying. They are not making any kind of jokes. It is actually ridiculously hard to get into, just to even getting in the apprenticeship, getting accepted as the apprentice is the hardest step. Genuine. Just making sure you go and commit to it is the easiest part, right? So I was just on like job sites and thing, and when I was watching videos about the job market trash and all that, I wasn't really like worried or taking it on seriously too much because I wasn't really looking for jobs at the time. But it's like when you start to experience this shit yourself, then you realize, oh fuck, it's 10 times worse. Right? So basically, despite barely seeing any kind of apprentice jobs, and some of them are asking for some ridiculous ass requirements. Like even if they said apprentice, they're specifically looking for second year, third year, fifth year. Some of them need 2 years experience. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you have apprentice then? Or whatever. I don't know why my head is. I don't know why my head is curl up like this in the end, but whatever. Another one is, the point is it's fucked, right? I get it. But you know what? We ball. I still went ahead and applied, saying I'm 18, finished high school, have a high school degree. I finished high school, looking to be an apprentice anyway, right? And I just kept applying. There was this one job that said that I said, you know what, fuck it. And it was the companies that are looking for certified electricians, right? And I was like, fuck it. I went and applied to even those businesses, but I of course let them know that I actually asked them if they're looking for an apprentice. Here's my information. Boom, that's it. Even if they were one of them was asking for like 15 plus years in the business. I was like, holy shit, I really can apply to this. I said, yeah, fuck it, we ball. Right? I keep thinking about this guy, Alex Hormozi. Not in a gay way. Not in a gay way. But just this one line he said, which was something about an obvious lie. Like, you know you could do more, but you're just putting it aside. And you're like, oh, I can't do it. And for an obvious lie, because you know you could do it. You just do it you're just focusing on choosing not to or some shit. Right? So despite it being almost 8 o'clock, and I try to sleep around 9, so I wake up 5 in the morning. I'm gonna try and get some work. I'm gonna get my workout in, read a book, learn from my courses or something online, dog. I don't even want to stay still. 18, I am willing to learn and I want to learn shit, right? Fuck it. The state of the world is fucked. Economy is fucked. Wait, I think I could cuss. I haven't gotten. What do you call it? Strike? Demonetize? I don't know any of those terms because it hasn't happened to me yet. I mean, I have some common sense of what not to say, but I don't know about the cursing. I mean, I see videos where people curse a lot, but fuck it. Right? Just don't give up. And also, I learned another thing today. I might make a separate video on it, but here's a little teaser on it, I guess. You don't really need as much entertainment as you do, right? What I learned was, so I was reading a book yesterday. I was just reading, and I read so much. I almost actually finished the book. I literally almost finished the book. Oh, it is almost done. And then, again, if you went to my videos, you would see maybe a couple months, 2-3 months, and that I said that I'm looking to finish this book. And up to now I haven't finished it, so just to let you know, I keep in accountability. It's my fault, right? Regardless, win, loss, whatever. right? But I just sat down and I did that. And you know what I did? I did some of my workout today. And when I finished that, I say, all right, let me go ahead and do, it was some, what did I do? I did that, let me fix up my room. Let me go clean this. Let me go fix that. Wash the dishes. It's like you don't really need as much entertainment. It's like when you're going to work, think of it like batteries, right? You got batteries in all over your body, right? And certain batteries activate, drain, whatever, depends on like how you use them, right? So for example, when I was reading, I was using like mental energy, and I guess my eyes were just starting to get tired. I started to get droopy or whatever, right? And eventually I felt like I couldn't read anymore. So I said, all right, I'm not gonna do the reading. Now I'm gonna do writing, or I'm gonna do a workout, or I'm gonna do something else, right? And when you switch on to that different task, instead of going on entertainment, be like, oh, I'm tired. Let me just wait until, like, you could do something else, which will require a different energy source from your body, right? Like writing or working out, which is like your full body, not just your eyelids and shit, or fucking, I don't know, making up your bed, like sleep over today. So I don't really gonna focus on making up your bed today too much, but stuff like that, right? And that you are able to get multiple things done, and by the time when there's a certain amount of tasks that you've completed that is not reading, all of a sudden you feel like you could go back to reading because you let your batteries, which is the eyelids and the mental energy, your brain, to take a rest, and now you go back and fucking read. You get it? It's like rechargeable. Oh yeah, I bought this today. Okay, well, not this, but like this flavor. I think it's like sour strawberry. Let me try it and see how it is. I have no idea where this video going, but we ball, right? We do some, right? We're not giving up, I guess. Ooh, ooh. Yep, that is sour pop. Yeah, but then the sour pop is only, like, it hits you. It hits you pretty strong at first. And then give it some time, and all of a sudden it's dialed down. It's not as bad. I know it's pretty good. I like this flavor. I think it's sour strawberry. You should try it. Actually, this is kind of, oh, this is kind of good, boy. What? Right? Yeah, I haven't really made this video just to say not to give up and like to try more, because when I was doing that, when I was applying to those jobs, even if it was out of my league, I was still trying something, because you never know. In the eyes of those people, yeah, they could go two things or whatever. Otherwise, if you want to be too specific, right? The two general things I would say is like they would look at it, laugh, decline it, and then some of them would be like, huh, they would actually take it seriously, an apprentice. Okay, let's consider it. Take a meet or something, right? You never know what's gonna go. So I say, might as well try. I mean, that's part of being an entrepreneur too, taking risks. Yeah, I'm trying to see if it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I applied to quite a lot today. A lot. Most of them was electrician. No, electrical. Yeah, most of them was electrical, which was like dealing with systems, codes, and stuff like that. I am not getting into that. That's way too much shit. Way too much energy for that. And boy, my brain not able for that. At least not yet. Right? But I try to find out, okay, what are some obvious lies? Ask myself, what are some obvious lies that I'm telling myself right now to get things done, right? Because I remember easiest one was like, I was in bed, and obviously when you're in bed, you wake up early, you don't even want to get up. Or not even early, just staying in bed. It's comfy, you don't want to leave, right? Of course you don't want to leave the bed, right? You want to stay where you're comfortable and all that. Fuck it, right? So I asked myself that, and my mind was obviously like, well, you could get out of bed and go ahead and try to get something going. Go make up your bed. Get out of bed, first thing first. Make up your bed. go say your prayers, eat, brush teeth, shower, groom yourself well, something, right? But in my mind, when I was so comfy, I was more in the present than listening to my mind, and I was like saying, nah, I could do it after, and that's an obvious lie, right? Or saying something like, I can't really do it. I can't do it. Sorry, the accent coming through. I really hope you boys understand what I'm saying. Boys or girls, right? Obvious lie could just be you telling yourself, no, you can't do it, but in your mind, you know you can do it. It just requires maybe a lot of sacrifice, a little more sacrifice, and you're just like, nah, it's not worth it. But you know you can do it, right? That's basically what it means. So after I post this video, after I press like stop recording, I'm gonna go ahead, finish my workout, even though I just ate, but we still gotta do something. Finish my workout, read a book, and try to just do some kind of learn something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm making sure I do not half-ass anything I do. Right? I want to make sure I am a competent man, and I could do anything. I don't really need to rely on everybody. No, of course I don't want to mean that too literally, because it's not like even Einstein didn't know everything, right? So I'm not gonna be like that. But I just want to learn as much as I could. That's it. I like to learn. I love to learn. Yeah. You know, I always hated reading. Always hated learning. I guess it's just the way how I grew up with it was terrible. Teachers used to shame you for not knowing something. Teachers used to make it a little more difficult. They weren't understanding. They used to have a rule. I'm gonna tell you, I just remember this. I'm gonna tell you guys this. If you're still listening, you gotta hear some juicy story. A juicy story, I guess. I don't even know if it's gonna be a story, but whatever. Hopefully it's juicy. Like this. Yeah, I'm not finishing that sentence. So basically, back then, when I was in primary school, I think a little before, they used to beat children. They used to beat children with all anything, but they used to allow hitting children, right? Teachers were allowed to beat and hit children. They say beat them with their hands, rulers. The worst was what you call a guava whip. That's like a thin, long piece of stick. And when like you could move it fast, and it's, you know, like when you move something thin, fast, you had hearing like a sound in the wind, like something like that. That shit just hurt. I never got hit with it, thank God. But that just hurt. The reason they stopped doing that because a lot of teachers started to take their own frustration on beating each other. Somebody used to beat the child so bad they used to get bloody and bruised and all kind of things. So they say, all right, we're cutting off that law. Nah, be done with that. Yeah, that's a whole story for you guys. I don't even know if you guys even have it up yet, because again, I'm not even born in Canada, but we ball, right? We ball? Where are you even coming up with this? We ball. Whatever. Alright, so whatever. If you end up staying here until the end and heard the nonsensory shittery that I've spoken, maybe you learn something, maybe you, I don't know, insight, I don't know, whatever the hell is. But if you watch this video to the end, as always, I'm grateful and thank you for very much. Before I end it, we always say the one thing that will probably just be my kind of thing. I don't really see any other YouTubers say it, but I'm fine with saying it, which is love ya, alright? So take care.